Hello and welcome to another Dominion League match. I am playing today against jakkdl, and this is my third match of the season. Current standings, I am actually no longer in first place because Monk FSH defeated Heth 6-0 earlier today. But still in a pretty good position, especially since it's a double promotion division. So this board, we've got Mercenary and Exorcist for trashing. Lighthouse to defend against the Mercenary attack. That's good. Draw is Lost City, and then maybe City as well. And then obviously we've got Bridge Troll as payload. So there's a lot. There's a lot going on. We've got a 5-2, which is not really what we want. Can't really open Double Urchin that way. Do we want to open Bridge Troll? It's not that strong in the open. Oh, I guess we could open Stonemason for Urchins. How do I feel about that? I think it's pretty reasonable. It does make it tempting not to get the Lighthouse because the Urchins are that much less likely to collide. But I think it's still probably a good idea to get it. I got the chance. The odds of Urchins colliding in my first shuffle really are not going to be good at all. Because instead of opening Urchin, I'm going to be opening Urchin and two other cards. They're both stop cards. So that would be an argument for saying, well, as long as I'm not going to collide them anyway, wouldn't it be better to open Bridge Troll Lighthouse? I think so. I think we also probably don't ever get Exorcists on this board. Like, Wisps would be nice, but not crucial. I mean, I guess with Bridge Trolls in play, they probably end up playing pretty similar to Labs. Well, only very late in the game, though, I guess. Alright, we'll definitely take an Urchin here. I don't think it's possible for us to fail to afford an Urchin next turn, so that's good. Well, could Stonemason for two Urchins. That might... Adding an extra Urchin and a Stonemason is definitely going to increase odds of collision more than just buying Urchin. And the alternative is to not buy Urchin at all, which doesn't seem like a good idea, so I think I will do that. I mean, I just wish I had my Bridge Troll, mostly. I could buy, like, Urchin Lighthouse or something, but... But yeah, I think Stonemason for Urchins has got to be the play. Okay, so we don't see any Urchins here, which makes it very likely that we'll collide over the next couple turns. So for this turn, guess I could just pick up another Lighthouse. Oh, I could could get a peddler, get an exorcist. Huh. Yeah, I would rather not add another stop card yet until I've done some more thinning and or added some more draw, I think. So peddler seems pretty reasonable. Exorcist, no, I think we just use the mercenary. Let's get a peddler. Okay, we get to collide here. So, although opponent does have mercenary play before I get to, but it's not super surprising. Well, that's to say, they got the mercenary into the shuffle last shuffle, so they get it in this shuffle, whereas I don't. But yeah, not super surprising given the opening. I mean, they weren't guaranteed to collide that shuffle by any means, but I think it's a little under 50% to collide, I think. You basically have, I don't know, maybe it's exactly 50%. I'm not really sure. Okay, so we could trash a copper here. Peddlers, if we do trash a copper, peddlers are gonna be cheaper. If we don't, yeah, we can't afford one on 2 anyway. We could buy a lighthouse. But yeah, I think I'm just gonna grab another peddler. Get the second lighthouse soon. We're gonna have to watch out for how Bridge Troll affects Stonemason. You can't overpay for something that costs 0. This is probably not really an ideal draw. I don't think we're going to want to go double mercenary, but maybe we do. Have to decide that before I get to draw. We can always make that call later when we have a Bridge Troll in play, I guess. Right? It's when you play with this in play, right? So that doesn't, the order there doesn't work super well. Yeah, I think I probably should actually get a second mercenary. I normally don't like doing that, but okay, so right now we have no villages. We have 2 mercenaries and a Bridge Troll, so we should get a village. The question is, do we want to draw our opponent a card and add some draw, or do we want to just take a city? I think I'm going to take the Lost City so I can get some draw. Okay, this seems like pretty easy discard. Stonemason copper. Well, too bad about that. Oh my gosh, that's all my states. So we can get that other lighthouse. We are about to trigger a shuffle that doesn't have a lighthouse in it. Should probably do that. Well, dang. This has got to be a trash, not a Bridge Troll, I think. We'll still have a cheap peddler we can buy if nothing else. Wonder if I'm going to want to keep that stonemason around. It could definitely be useful later in the game for pile control. Not something I have to decide right now, obviously. I drew my other merc. It's really annoying. I could stonemason for peddlers as opposed to just buying one peddler. Does that make any sense? It might. We have a second mercenary. So... House in play. I would definitely like to get another lost city. Cities are going to be activated fairly soon because of peddlers, so it might actually make more sense to just buy city next 5. I guess we'll see. Well, and we also want more bridge trolls. But I am pretty action starved right now. The problem is my opponent's trashed 3 estates and I've trashed 1. It's pretty unfortunate. Ooh, that's so many coins. How'd you do that? I would definitely buy some stonemasons here as jakkdl. Stonemason for... I mean... Peddlers at 4, cities aren't going to be activated for a little while. I want to take at least 1 bridge troll. And then either city, lost city... That isn't going to work though, right? Because now you're going to be overpaying... Oh, never mind. That's the first stonemason. Right. Okay. Yeah, so you can take another 5 or 4 cost, depending on how you want to refer to it. Okay. Well, I got to draw some cards, so that's nice. I think we do need to trigger this shuffle. Oh, hey, we were getting to attack. That's nice. We do not need a 3rd mercenary. I would very much like plus buy, so I guess we're not going to play this mercenary. I guess. Oh. Boy, I'd like to, though. I don't think it can be correct to, though. Just do that. Okay, so we can do stonemason 4s and stonemason 4s again. So let's take a bridge troll. And yeah, we should probably get a lost city of our own. It's just the peddlers. There's too many peddlers left is the problem. We get a lost city bridge troll again. Double lost city. I think lost city bridge troll. We did get a lighthouse into play. So very nice. I would expect jakkdl to be playing a lighthouse this turn. Yeah, that was a risk, of course. What can you do? Something else we should consider if we have the terminal space is trashing peddlers into 5s. So I shouldn't just like autoplay the peddlers. This game could also end really quickly as we ramp up our buys and with stonemason. So obviously we need to watch out for that. Like, jackdl could gain like 6 5s here, effectively, and 3 stonemasons. And that would leave piles obviously very low. Low enough that that might not even be safe for them because I'm going to have 4 buys in a bigger discount. Oh, be interesting to see what they do. Stonemason for bridge troll, and jackdl could just empty the bridge trolls, and that would put me in a bit of a bind. Though they would not remotely have the actions to play them all right now. Stonemason for bridge trolls, and then take 1 more bridge troll without taking the stonemasons, and then I probably can't pile out. I don't know. I'm not gonna check. Just let them do what they're gonna do, and then figure it out. I mean, they'll choke on it, but if I can't end it quickly, and they can also grab some cities, I don't know. Of course, I could stonemason peddlers to lower piles, and I have several stonemasons at this point, so I might have more reach than I was thinking, or than jackdl is thinking. Like, I might even be able to end piles now if I, or lower, empty, whatever. Like stonemason peddler into Lost City or Bridge Troll a couple times, and then buy stonemason for the other ones and buy an estate. I don't know. Possibly even I can do gain and play with that, though. I don't know if I will have the actions for that. I may not. I mean, if I gain some Lost Cities and some Bridge Trolls, depending on whether jackdl leaves me any Bridge Trolls, I don't know. I may not have the draw to get all the way through this either, but I think I should. I mean, I did last turn, but obviously that was with playing the peddlers and without having those extra stonemasons in my deck. So, like, the Lost Cities offset the Bridge Trolls, but they don't offset the stonemasons. Of course, we got, mercenary, a second mercenary that I didn't play last turn that can draw some cards, or turn cards into other cards, turn stop cards into other cards. Well, yeah, I mean, we're gonna start with by just like playing our Lost City and see where that gets us. We also appear to have 4 peddlers to jackdal's 2. Sounds right, because I bought 2 peddlers straight up and then I stonemason for peddlers. Which means I can play at least 1 peddler without compromising my ability to stonemason like all the rest of my peddlers, because I have 3 stonemasons. Jackdaw has trashed at least 1 stonemason. Yeah, 1 stonemason. Do they really not have another stonemason in their deck, though? Do I have... Surely I don't have 4 stonemasons. Maybe I do. I stonemason for peddlers. I stonemason... I do have 4 stonemasons. Okay, well, that's notable. I don't think I can possibly play 4 stonemasons, but... Okay, buy city straight up. Afraid to touch the stonemason pile, I guess. That makes sense. And a duchy. Oh, okay. Well... Okay, then. I guess we want to trash a copper. Taking city seems pretty reasonable. Taking a free peddler shouldn't affect anything. Like, in terms of ending the game, well, it might. So Jackdaw took 2 bridge trolls. So they have 4 and I have 3. They have... I mean, I could also stonemason a stonemason, I guess. Like, the coppers might be more valuable. I mean, I could definitely use some stonemasons to end the game, but not this many. I also didn't get a lighthouse into play. Crap. That sucks. Oh. Yeah, I think we're better off getting rid of a stonemason. I don't think taking points is going to do anything for me here. I'm not going to do that. Touching stonemason seems like a bad idea. Jackdaw has 4 buys and 1 stonemason. So if they stonemason a peddler, they can gain like 2 bridge trolls or whatever. And they can stonemason, overpay for a bridge troll, and like a lost city, I guess. Like the peddler, it's just the question of, can I buy a peddler? Is it safe? Definitely gonna buy a city. I have a bridge troll in play. They're certainly going to play more bridge trolls. They're not going to be able to overpay for peddlers. With 4 buys, I take a peddler. They can buy peddler, 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 and then stonemason for stonemasons. And then they need to stonemason a peddler into... Yeah, I don't think they can do it. I could take 2 peddlers. That seems riskier. I guess there's the argument that I should just take 0 peddlers because peddlers aren't like accomplishing anything for me or anything much for me. Like I probably don't need the money. Wait, they have 4 bridge trolls. They have 5 buys. Yeah, I shouldn't touch the peddlers. I mostly just regret that I can't take another city. Okay. And that I did not get a lighthouse into play. Getting hit with the mercenary attack is going to really hurt. Oh, unless it doesn't happen. I do take the -1 coin token, but that's not such a big deal. Didn't even get all their bridge trolls into play. Guess it turns out I should have taken a peddler. Or two. Oh well. I mean, I don't know if that's... Okay, they did get them all into play. Can they end the game with that? Yep. Well, that sucks. I could have just drawn better there, but I didn't. That's what I needed to do. I mean, I did only have 3 lost cities. Maybe that wasn't enough. I don't know. What really sucks is that I was first player and that I was effectively second player because of the opening. So... Okay, so here we got raise, trashing. The only village is crown. The plus buy is ranger. There's a lot of draw cards. If we open silver rays, we can get basilica points. Probably a better idea than taking a monument, considering the limited terminal space. I mean, eventually Paddock can be a village, but I don't know that we're going to get to that point. We mostly want to get an old witch early. And then I want to get some crowns. I don't know, it might be transitioning into like a real like build might be pretty difficult. The fact that there's colonies could certainly help with that, though. Gotta get rangers so that you can get plus buy. I might take another raise here. Hopefully we don't see 4 coppers raise next hand. That would be sad. I mean, I guess I could raise the raise, especially if I'm buying another raise that helps that. So yeah, it's probably another good reason to buy another raise. Well, at least I hedged against this outcome. Not really want my silver here. If I have third raise, I can get another silver. Well, it's only a second raise in my deck. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Old Witch misses the shuffle. I guess that's not terribly surprising. It's disappointing. Storyteller, not getting the Old Witch, huh? Interesting. Dang it. Alright, let's take another silver at this point. Just not play the raise. I want a crown, I think. A crown and then probably a paddock. Crown works pretty well with the horses. Maybe I should go straight for the paddock and then get the crown. Probably makes more sense. My opponent has managed to trash 3 estates and I've managed to trash 1. Feels like last game. Okay, we've paired them up now. That's good. Okay, we can get that crown. And we can get another one here. I think I will. I am probably now going to want Ranger pretty soon. You... I didn't notice that happen. That's not cool at all. Finally get to trash our last estate. Only turn 10. Well, it certainly doesn't seem like the curses are going to stick to my opponent. Considering how well they're drawing. You're going to go for Ranger at this point? I guess they don't actually have that much payload if they're using Storyteller for draw. Crowning Paddock isn't too bad. Oh, okay. Oh, that is not what I wanted to see. That is not what I wanted to see. Well, I will nonetheless take a Ranger while I've got the chance to get the Basilica points. Got another crown on those 3 cards. So it probably makes sense to raise the raise to try to find it so I can crown Paddock. I really want to be able to crown horses. Wow. Not able to crown any horses. I guess jackdaw only has 1 crown, though. The other thing I could do is race the Old Witch, honestly. Like, the curses are clearly not going to stick. It is a draw card that I currently have in my deck that I would not have, but I don't know how much that's going to matter if I'm crowning Paddock. Oh! That's an interesting choice. I wasn't thinking about Storyteller Crown, actually. That's a good reason to have a Storyteller, but on the other hand, I don't understand the application in this case. Why you would want to draw? Why you would want to expend those 5 coins to draw horses that you don't need to play? I guess it does mean that you get to play the Ranger. Ugh. I guess Storyteller Crown does increase terminal space. I'm not sure how relevant that actually is right now, but I think I am gonna raise. I mean, I guess I could raise the silver. No, wait, yeah, raising the Old Witch would trigger a shuffle. I don't want to do that. Raising the silver guarantees that I find my other crown. I still think there's like a way this game could have played out if I had better draws where, like, jackdl gets enough curses that their deck doesn't really come together so quickly, and then the Old Witch pans out, but it definitely hasn't worked out that way. Oh, I guess that's a thing you can do, sure. Alright, so we've got our Ranger. We've got our Paddock. Do we want another crown? Probably. We can always pick up another Ranger next turn once we have the plus buy. Again, I can see the argument for grabbing a Storyteller so that we can, you know, play the crown mid-Storyteller, but I think another crown is going to just be better. Probably like to get another paddock and another ranger this turn, something like that. I guess canal is a consideration, but Anarch synergizes with Raise, and we don't have enough buys that's going to make a big impact, so I don't think go for that anytime soon. Huh. Didn't play the ranger. Weird. So we could crown the ranger here. We don't get to have the token in the right orientation, but we do draw one more card and get an extra buy. I don't know if the extra buy is going to matter. We do have another crown, but I want to crown Paddock as well. So I think I'm going to crown the ranger. Well, also crown the horse. I did crown Paddock last turn, so I have 4 horses. So in these 5 cards, we have 2 more horses as well as our old witch. We crown the horse, we get to play the old witch for whatever that's worth, which is maybe not much, honestly, but yeah, I'm gonna crown the horse. Okay. So there's no, unfortunately, there's no like setup for next turn we can do with like Paddock Old Witch ordering. So I guess we're just gonna do that and that. Oops, I forgot to play Raise. I have 10 coins. Maybe I want... No. Am I planning to just crown ranger every turn? Maybe I am. Still keeps it out of sync. I'm just wondering if maybe I just get paddock crown here and don't. Don't get a second ranger right now. Doesn't seem totally ridiculous. And then I can feel better about forgetting to play my raise. Ideally, I guess ideally we like have some turn where we, well, either we get a second ranger or we have some turn where we don't crown the ranger so that then the token's in the other position. But I guess if we do actually crown the ranger every turn, then it kind of doesn't matter what position the ranger is in, but I don't know how reliably that's going to actually happen. Certainly didn't need the third buy last turn, so as it turns out, crowning the horse would have probably been better. I overestimated how much money I was going to have. Well, of course, I was planning to crown paddock and then didn't, so that makes a difference. Looks like my opponent's draw is not actually coming together all that well for them right now. They didn't trash their curse, so things might be looking up here. It's weird, because they like thinned down plenty, but I guess... I don't know. Maybe they just got really unlucky. Or maybe they just figured they had plenty of money and they didn't want to play storyteller or whatever. That could easily be the case. It still doesn't explain why they wouldn't trash the curse, but maybe it's the last card. They didn't want to like trigger shuffle for that. I don't really know. I mean, I guess if you leave the curse on top, you do get to trash it when I play Old Witch, except for the part where... Well, I mean, you get to do it, like, for sure, but it basically transfers from your hand to your discard pile, which isn't exactly, like, a good thing. I mean, it's better than also taking the curse, but it's not better than trashing it now. So, I don't know. Would expect my opponent to want another ranger, although they have rather a lot of coins for just buying ranger. Anything else other than maybe colony? Another platinum. I mean, that does work well with storyteller, I guess. Should we play... I guess we should probably play another horse rather than crown this horse, see if we can get crown. Nope. Well, that didn't really go well. Yikes. I could probably use a platinum of my own. And as long as I've got this much money, I mean, it's either that or colony, and I don't think it's colony yet, so we did just get 8 horses. We do have another crown in those 8 cards. They're just the one. But still, if we can crown a horse, we're not going to have the ranger activated, though, unless... Yeah, it's going to be awkward. I guess I'm going to start with crowning horse and then see where I am. I mean, I can play the old witch. If I had trashed one of those coppers the previous turn, I would have had a better turn. We should have another horse in those 3 cards. So we spent 2 horses, I think. Maybe we spent 3 horses. Horse, crown horse. Yeah, okay, never mind. We don't have another horse in those cards. But we do have the old witch. So we're going to get to see like 7 cards. Granted, 3 of them are definitely not crowns and horses. Still, we've also got the raise, so... This match might take a while. Might take a while. We are at an hour and we have not finished game 2. So, yep. What are those other 6 cards? I guess horses. I would definitely be taking the second ranger here as jakkdl. Colony. Okay, going for scoring. We could crown the ranger, or we could crown the old witch. Do we expect to want a third buy? Hard to say. I think I'll crown the ranger in case I do. Okay, we can do crown. Crown, paddock horse, top decks a horse, which is something. I was hoping I could crown the witch, but I think so. Oh, it also doesn't top deck it if I actually play the old witch. Well, yeah. I mean, I guess I could crown like a raise, but I don't really want to do that. Maybe I'm better off. I mean, okay, how much money am I gonna have? I've trashed very little copper, so probably got like 2 coppers in there, and then I don't really know how many horses. I played 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so I should be out of horses. I don't know what the last card is. So if there's no way it's 3 coppers though, right? Maybe it is another horse. So if I play paddock and play a horse, I'd rather top deck a horse, or probably rather top deck a horse than play the old witch, I guess. My opponent's not likely to see a curse next turn. Like they're not. Well, maybe, I don't know. If I crown raise instead, well, let's assume. So we have 2 coppers and a horse. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 coins, and then as much as 19 coins. Trash some of them. We want to take another ranger. Pawnee ranger would be 15. I'm actually kind of thinking about Monument. Honey Ranger Monument would be 19. I think I'm gonna crown horse first. Yeah, okay, so that was correct. I guess we still top deck some horses if we play the Old Witch. So we have 12 and 7 is 19. So if we did want to go like exactly Colony Monument Ranger, then we would not want to trash any copper. And I do want to trash copper, but maybe it's more important to have the payload. I guess it's also possible that I shouldn't buy Colony. Like, what if I go... I go Platinum Monument Ranger. You can definitely threaten double Colony. jakkdl can probably also threaten double Colony, but it's kind of complicated. Yeah, I think the reliability of my draw is going to be worth doing this. So, I'm going to get another Ranger. Is it too greedy to get a Monument? Like, I don't have that much terminal space. I guess I open up a little bit. If I can, like, don't need to crown the Ranger, just play the 2 Rangers. I think I'm gonna... There's also Canal to consider, I guess, but... I'm just thinking like the Monument points might be a difference maker, especially if I can crown them. I mean, it could also be possible that what I should do is just take another like crown paddock pair. But it doesn't ramp the payload as quickly. Let's do that. I guess emptying crowns would also be useful for improving my terminal space. I should have thought about that. But we can potentially get more buys. If we do crown, we do want to crown Ranger this turn so that we can have the token in the other position. So we can potentially get more buys that way this turn and look at that as an option, making paddocks non-terminal. Even though we only have 2 of them, it still would be pretty nice. This card's a storyteller. Huh. What is the decision being made here? I do not know, so I cannot really say much of anything. I'd be pretty surprised if jakkdl couldn't hit double colony here, considering they can crown 2 platinums. I mean, I guess they might not want to crown. No, they do. Okay. So I was gonna say, like, they might want to crown Paddock so that they can draw next turn, but I guess not. Guess not. Okay. Can I have as another crown, please? Okay. Let's crown Ranger. And crown that. Crown Horse. And I think we need to crown another horse, do we not? So that we can play. And if we crown Paddock, we can still, yeah, it's. We'd found our other crown. We didn't. Okay, so probably need to crown Paddock. Make sure I can draw next turn. Another Paddock. Oh, there's a curse still in my opponent's deck. How about that? Oh, we can't play both the Old Witch and the Ranger. Okay. Well. We could do to save this horse is trash or raise. Or Old Witch, Ranger, and Monument, I should say. I think I'm down for that. I mean, in theory, maybe we don't want that many horses on top of our deck, but I think it's fine. Especially if we end up emptying the crowns, which I am considering. Okay, so we get 2 more crowns. That puts us at 14 coins. We could take Canal Province. jakkdl can hit 2 more colonies next turn. We're going to be really far behind, though. Alternatively, we take colony. We take colony 19. jakkdl takes 2 more colonies, possibly even 3 more. I probably have just lost this game, is the situation that I was like too late to green. So maybe if I want to rely on my opponent to dud, which they probably won't, but if I want to, then I should not touch the colony pile. I should take the crowns. Should consider canal, at least. We can get a lot more buys now if we take these crowns with the 2 rangers in our deck. So canal has some value from that perspective. Maybe we even add a 3rd ranger. Could be correct. Canal, crown, crown, ranger. We're not adding much payload to the deck. Well, the crowns do add some payload. All right. The maximum number of buys we can get right now is 5. We can up that to 7 with the ranger. Oh, I didn't consider trashing a copper. I don't know why I didn't consider that. Yeah, 5 buys. Probably not going to be enough. But if we take province now, that might help a little bit. Might like offset, but no, let's get the extra set of buys for next turn. We gotta go for the big turn, I think. I mean, jackdl totally could dud. Probably won't, but they haven't crowned their paddock, so they don't have like that many horses in their deck. Yeah, I don't know if I should have trashed a copper or not. Like, I might need the money. Pretty sad that I've only given out 4 curses this entire freaking game. Old Witch has not worked out. I would benefit in terms of terminal space from being able to do that, I will say, but hopefully now that crowns are empty and my paddocks are non-terminal, it'll be alright. I think we've spent like half an hour or more on the last like 3 or 4 turns. And there are some complexities to the storyteller crown thing. Won't deny that. That being said, I would be in favor of a faster pace of play. Okay, no triple colony, thankfully. Double colony duchy is still pretty damaging. So if I get 3 colonies, I'm at 39. Monument gets me to 40 or 41. So if I could get triple colony, double province, that seems unrealistic. But the other line is to just not touch the colonies and take provinces. Hope my opponent duds or something. I guess we'll see how we draw. Being able to crown my platinums this turn if I can would help, obviously, with my payload. I don't think triple be 37, 40, 40. There's no way I have 44 coins in my deck. No way. Storyteller makes sense. Well, there goes 1 crown, I guess, unless I want to raise the raise. I mean, we're at a point where raising copper is probably not helping, so yeah, let's raise the raise. Oh, right. That's how that works. Okay. Okay, so we can crown Ranger. Crown again. Ranger again. Now, if we want to crown Platinum, we need to not. I mean, these are our last 2 crowns. This is another Ranger. Leaving that there isn't a terrible idea, I guess. Although it means I can't play the Old Witch. That last curse get trashed? Nope. So if we crown... Suppose we crowned Monument. And then we played our Paddocks, and then we played our Old Witch. And then we crowned the Platinums. How much money would we have? 4, 5, 6, 16... 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 34. Only 10 coins short of winning the game. We would end up drawing the Ranger anyway. Do we need more than the 5 buys? Probably we don't. So I think. So if we take like 4 provinces. Our opponent cannot take 4 provinces because they don't have the buys. We take 4 provinces and some duchies. 4 provinces is 28. So we don't need to crown 2 platinums to hit that. If we wanted to add some more reliability to our deck, we could crown the paddocks instead. Or at least one of them. But then also, like, what's the 5th buy? I mean, it should probably be duchy or monument. I think, yeah, I think we're gonna crown monument, paddock. Don't want to flip the token. So yeah, we go 1, 2, 3, 4. I guess we only had the 28. Okay, I thought I had more, but we're not adding payload to our deck here is the problem with this line. My opponent takes... I mean, we can play for more payload next turn. I guess that's what we're going to do. I guess I could have bought a copper, but... If my opponent duds, then I should be able to win. If they don't... Can I get to 38? I don't think I can. Would I need to? Probably. I don't know, maybe would that even be enough? They buy 2 more colonies, they're at 72. Like, yeah, it probably wouldn't even be enough. I probably just need them to fail to hit double colony. But it'll be another while before we get to find out whether that's happening. Disappointing that jakkdl starts with Storyteller Crown in hand. Like, there's a real possibility of not having those things. Like, jakkdl should have only had 2 horses in the entire deck of like 20, was it like 27 cards, 3 Storytellers, 4 crowns. It's like crown's not that unlikely, but the horse is pretty unlikely. Of course, if they don't have Ranger in their hand, they're still going to be like, oh, come on. It really is, like, not that likely. I mean, if they have to expend another crown to draw and they can't crown their platinum, that will help. Well, I guess they don't need to crown both platinums to hit double colony, probably. Oh, they do have an extra horse. Why do they have... Did they crown Paddock last turn? Maybe they did. Maybe they did. Yeah, they did. Okay. That would explain it. 4 cards left, haven't played the crowns, but they only have 1 draw card left, which is the storyteller, second storyteller. So depending on what they have in hand, well, they shouldn't need to crown a storyteller, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the odds of a dud are with this deck, but it seems like reasonably likely. With the fact that jakkdl had 4 horses is pretty different from 2 horses, though, to be fair. Oh, 2 more storytellers, actually. I would think at this point this is pretty straightforward. Like, if you double colony, you're pretty set. Can you not just double colony with what you have in hand? Wait, another horse? How many raises are left out there? None. Okay, that's why jakkdl isn't trashing curses. No crown of the paddock, but I don't think it's gonna matter. Might even hit triple. No. Alright, well, at this point, we're just going to play for a complete dud from our opponent, obviously. Well, I mean, unless I somehow can actually come back here this turn, but I don't think I can. 45 is a long way away from 72 if I take that last colony. I don't think the duchy is actually correct there for jakkdl, but I don't know. Okay. We gotta be careful about the number of crowns we expend here. But this has got to be horse or paddock. Might actually be paddock. Okay, so 3 crowns left. We crown platinums. So we have 10, 11, 12, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 24. You can get to 34 with 2 crowns, and then we crown that and get to 36. And we buy 3 provinces and some duchies, I guess. Well, not some duchies. Okay. Yeah, so we just crown the monument, play the paddock, play the old witch. Wait, do we end up wanting to crown the ranger? We get another buy this turn? I don't think so. Oh, we get to buy 2 duchies. Okay, right. And now we just hope that our opponent totally does, which they probably will not, but... Oh, maybe they will. That's a good start. That's a very good start. Oh my god. Ooh. Okay. Well, we gotta crown this horse. Okay, now we can crown the ranger. Crown, rather. Crown horse. That, could have gone better in terms of my draw, but hey, in the end, we got there. That's... Wow, okay. Stay the course, I guess. I'm not sure... I think maybe jakkdl should have bought another draw card instead of that duchy, but... yeah, I'm not sure that how likely it was that jakkdl was going to dud at some point over there. It felt like the turn before was the turn that it was likely to happen, but that's because I had mistracked jakkdl's deck, so that's probably not actually accurate. Okay, so completely new board now, and only an hour and 43 minutes into this match. Holy crap. Okay, so we have no actual trashing. We do have Bounty Hunter, so like the curses are still going to be like real painful. We have a 5/2, but we can pig moat. Oh, that makes opening moat like super, yes, okay. And we're going to get a witch. I think that's more valuable than opening Bounty Hunter. We will get a Bounty Hunter, obviously, but I think getting the witch while we can is good. And then we're going to want to play with diplomats. Diplomats plus moats, we might be able to block our opponent's witch if we get enough of them. And that will also feed into draw with City Quarter Lab. There's Chariot Race for points. What there isn't is plus buy. So that actually might change things a bit. Like, we might not be able to have such broad ambitions. I mean, I guess if you get an idol, you have a shot at getting some plus buy, but it's 1 in 12, so you're not gonna see it very often. I could see it being worth it just to like have the reach in the end game, but we'll see. It might be hitting chariot races and winning the curse split in the other order might be more important in terms of all of that. I think if I were jakkdl, I would in fact open moat, but I don't know. Silver is probably reasonable. Scouting party is probably reasonable. I think getting a moat would be a good idea. You do risk. You potentially end up getting tempted to risk drawing your Bounty Hunter dead, but yeah. Okay. Got him. All right, so we've got 5. We could go second witch. Or we could go for the bounty hunter. We can't scouting party bounty hunter, which is disappointing. That's kind of what I wanted to do, but I did draw an estate. I mean, odds were that I would, of course. The other thing we could do, I guess, is scouting party moat. I think the second witch, though, is like a thing that we're going to want anyway. Okay, I'm going to take another moat here. We know we're not going to get hit. Okay, we're definitely not pigging this witch because we don't want our witches to miss the shuffle. But yeah, this should be... We saw 2 estates last turn, right? Yeah, because we had 3. So we'll get the bounty hunter here. Would not be surprised. So we're obviously going to hit jakkdl with a curse here, but depending on what jakkdl does, I mean, there may be very few additional curses going out past this point. Because odds are, oh, I don't have a moat in this hand. But like if jakkdl gets another moat or 2, and I do as well, odds are, you know, you're going to have decently likely to have a moat in any given hand, and especially if we start picking up diplomats, which I think is going to be what I pick up on 4 at this point. Now that I have my bounty hunter. I mean, second bounty hunter would also be reasonable, but... I'll have to think about that. It could also be scouting party mode, actually. Well, speaking of 4, so that's what we have. Scouting party here just means the other witch is going to miss the shuffles, so I don't really want to do that. We got 2 moats down there, so we're like totally defended. So yeah, bounty hunter or diplomat. I think diplomat. We're gonna actually turn this off now because we need to be able to like react with diplomat first if we want to. So we should hit 5. Oh no, wait, we have our bounty hunter. Oh, are we gonna draw our bounty hunter dead? We very well might. We already played our other witch, so we can't draw into that. Hopefully we just see our bounty hunter here. It's possible that we'd be better off. Well, no, jakkdl only has 1 moat. Now we're just gonna play the witch. Oh. Oh! Right. Right. Brilliant. Okay. Do we want to exile? Yeah, we probably want to exile state. I mean, I don't need 6, but... Alright, lab looks pretty reasonable. I don't think I want city quarter just yet. Oh. It's not good. No diplomat, no moats. It's like one of the first times I've ever taken advantage of the reconsider option. Damn it. let's grab another lab, I think. Found all our stuff. Pretty annoying how this shuffle shook out with none of the blue cards in the first hand, and then, like, we're gonna drive right past them and not get to play both witches. And jakkdl at least has the possibility of drawing into moat here to block my witch. I mean, I'm still up on the curse split. I don't have too much to complain about there, but doesn't mean I'm happy with a bad shuffle. Silver. Wait, why would... Oh. Huh, okay, yeah, well. I shouldn't have drawn that diplomat, should I have? That was stupid. I left that on top for sure. Okay, I think I'm gonna get another moat. I don't really care about hitting like 8 right now. I just want to get defended. Should have left the diplomat on top. Stupid, stupid, stupid. I knew that was there. Right. I'm gonna use the restroom while this turn occurs, I think. Oh, wait. Never mind. That was a quick one. Yeah, the auto react that jakkdl is doing is actually causing me to be able to play the witch terminally and then change my mind, which is fun. We do have both of these things in exile, yes. All right. Okay, so we have the diplomat there. We don't have a moat, but we do have a diplomat. So that will help. It's like draw 2 and then discard 3. Yeah, I mean, it's still not... Like, we could... Oh, if we scouting party, we discard the diplomat. That might still be better, because it's 3 cards. So we draw 2, that means we draw through those 2. That, like, we're still more likely than not to not have a moat. But on the other hand, getting another lab Might just be better anyway. Jackdaw totally has a witch coming up. I mean, they have two and they didn't play one last turn. Yeah, I'm gonna scout, I think. And buy another moat. Okay, there we go. Discard 3 cards. We don't need this. We don't need this. I would like to have a bounty hunter, but I guess. All right, we probably got enough moats at this point. Chariot races are going to be really hard to win with moats in our deck. And like we haven't really thinned out our coppers either. So in terms of payload, I mean, if we get draw, we can just do a vault thing potentially. So like one option is to invest in a couple city quarters and then grab a vault. We still probably, well, I guess we'll see how much money we manage to scrounge up this turn. Like it's going to matter whether we can draw enough to bounty hunt our curse or not. I still want to play it normally, I guess. I don't have any other terminals that I... Okay, so we discarded too many cards to trigger this shuffle. We discarded... Well, maybe we didn't. If we trigger the shuffle and we don't draw the moat. If we draw the copper, then we have moat bounty hunter on top. That's fine. If we draw the bounty hunter, we get to bounty hunt. That's fine. If we draw the moat, we play it, and then we either we could end up with the bounty hunter on top. That wouldn't be great. We could end up with the copper on top. That wouldn't be great. That's only in the situation where you exactly draw a moat. I think it's worth it. Okay, yeah, that's fine. So, do we want to... We want to grab a city quarter. Do we want to just go ahead and grab a vault now? Maybe I should grab the vault. Like, we could have provinced this turn with a vault. Yeah. And if we manage to activate Diplomat, we can also do some shenanigans with... with Vault to, like, top deck moat, maybe, or something. I don't know. Probably won't actually get to do that, but it's conceivable. So in theory here, we should try to find Diplomat before we play Lab so that we can play the Diplomat and get the actions. I don't know how plausible that really is. Like it? No, wait. Bounty Hunter Estate gets 2 cards out of our hand, so it's okay to play the lab. Yeah, I think I'd like to grab a city quarter this turn. And then we might be pretty ready to green. I mean, it'd be nice to thin out more first, but I guess it's very likely that jakkdl has a moat top decked. They only played one and they just did a scouting party, so really not much happening there. That's more likely. Oh, found the diplomat. How about that? I still want to play this, right? Well, no, maybe I don't. Maybe I want to be able to play the vault on terminally. So I have 3 coppers in those 4 cards, as well as 1 more moat. So if I play the vault now, if I play the moat now, and then play the vault, and discard everything, I'll be able to buy City Quarter and not take any debt. If I play the vault now, I guess the problem is that I won't have enough draw. Yeah, never mind. Okay, so it makes more sense to play the moat. There is a risk here. Oh wait, I only have 3 moats? Moat, moat, moat. No, I discarded a moat. Right, okay. Alright, now we province. I think it's probably fine to just play the city quarter as is. Like, we're not very likely to... I mean, if we play the moat as a pig and draw a lab, or pig some stuff and then draw a lab, then yeah, sure, we'll be better off, but I guess that isn't even necessarily true, depending on what happens with the diplomat. We don't need to activate the diplomat. Okay, let's peg moat in case the moats plural, in case we can find diplomat. I guess we can play witch and then well, I guess it's not happening. At least not if we want to bounty hunt. Which I do. Okay, we've got a diplomat down there. We bounty hunt curse. We're actually 1 coin short. Oh, no, we're not, because the curse is worth +3. I kind of... I'd also play the vault first. So if we draw... We have copper, diplomat, and what's the other card? Our other witch. Alright, the witch can draw cards. Okay. So let's just play the vault, I guess. So we discard 1 copper. We go down to we have 1 coin. No, we have to discard 2 cards. I think we're just going to bounty hunt the curse. And then it doesn't matter whether we discard or not, I guess. Right? Yeah. Yeah, okay. We can leave the diplomat on top. We don't discard anything. Well, we could have discarded copper or witch or whatever, but... Good looking hand. The deck's going to get less reliable after this turn because we bounty hunt the province, and then when we continue to bounty hunt provinces, we can't, like, we don't get coins from it. But it should still be okay. We can also potentially bounty hunt, like, a witch in particular would be a good one if we... need some emergency coins. I mean, granted, that would mean we aren't bounty hunting province, but... So now there is no reason not to just play the laboratories. Oh, we gave him a curse! Oh ho! Alright, I don't see any way to leverage the additional city quarter draw that we have. Oh no, wait, we don't have additional city quarter draw. Yeah, never mind. I can math. Okay. Oh, we should absolutely play this other witch then. Okay. Well, yeah, that's fair. You were gonna get another curse. I am going to start the next game, and then I am going to take a bathroom break. Oh, well, Yeah, those were... The last game wasn't as long, but that second game was super duper long. All right. Well, I guess unexpected shorter match. Yeah, it was just they were long games. I think my opponent's pace of play was pretty slow, but I mean, I will admit that I have been known to play slowly at times myself. May have done this time. I didn't really notice it, but I tend not to, so who knows. I'm pretty happy with how I played this last game. The second game, not so much, even though I won. The first game, I mean, I think I could have won that if I hadn't dudded, but I don't know that I would say like I should have won or anything like that. But yeah, this one I think I played pretty correctly. I mean, granted, I had the 5-2, and that was a huge, huge advantage. Won't deny that. So like, you know, but leveraging the advantages that you get from stuff like that is obviously a relevant part of Dominion. Anyway, I don't have another match scheduled, but I will, of course, be resuming hopefully sooner rather than later. Got to get those in before the season ends. I guess I continue apace, winning 2/3 of my games. I don't know that that's a realistic expectation for the rest of the season, but it's certainly a nice place to be, even if it actually puts me in second place. I mean, I don't know that Monk FSH is going to win 3/4 of their games either. So, you know, and I'll have the opportunity to play them as well. So maybe that will be determining of the division title, or maybe not. I mean, we've still got a lot left to go. In any case, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.